Hey everyone, hola mi gente. Today we're going to be reviewing the Rizz mousepad from the Whale. This one was sent out by Lethal Gaming Gear, but it won't affect my review. I do have a couple comparisons to it and see if this is right for you. This model that I have is the 4.5mm and it's in black, but it also comes in a 3.5mm with a medium base, whereas this one is a extra soft. So the Rizz mousepad is a very smooth, super microfiber cloth. Even the Whale describes it as such. The stitching is below the surface. It's really good. I like how it slopes down instead of just going straight across. It's a nice little touch to the stitching. The logo is on the right and you can kind of feel it if you run your hands through it. So just something to keep in mind. At this size, 500 by 417, it's really nice, especially for tack shooters and people who want something slow but also has enough verticality to it to where you can swipe and not have to worry about your hand going all the way across past the mouse pad. So what I tried to do was compare it to all the other slow mouse pads that I have. So what I did was I brought out my Saturn Pro and see how it compares to it. But the Saturn Pro compared to this is different. This is a much faster pad and it has the pour-on base, whereas the Rizz has that PU base, but it sticks very well to my desk regardless. I brought out my original Zowie GSR. So the Zowie GSR comes in rolled and you kind of have to unroll it back. It has that SBR base to it. The stitching is very good too. So this is a slow pad, or it's been known as the Mudpad to use for years now, but this is more of like a corduroy texture because you can feel it when you run your hands on it. And it is slow, but it's still not as slow as the Rizz, so that's crazy to me. So if you want something slower than the GSR, get the Rizz. Another pad that I compared it to was the Kingsui 2 Pro Plus model. This is the 6mm version with the stitching, not the regular Pro. That one doesn't have the stitch edges. This has an acrylic rubber base to it and it's kind of squishy but not really. You can kind of press them, both of them, but with the Kingsui 2 Pro Plus, long ass name, if you press it down you kind of see how it's dense and it doesn't move. But the Rizz, because of its characteristics, if you squeeze it, it kind of crumples up, as you can see. So that's something to keep in mind. This particular super microfiber is very tight on the pad, whereas on the Kingsui 2 it's not. But what I really wanted to compare was the Kingsui 2 Pro Plus is a $39 pad, whereas the Rizz is a $49 pad, so I guess a $10 difference, right? They got the new Kingsui 3 Pro now, which I don't know if it's super similar to this, but it looks to be. So in terms of glide, they're both really slow, as you can see. And then I got dot skates on this one. And then if I switch it over to the Rizz, it still doesn't go anywhere, even with the Logitech. So they are both very similar pads. The Rizz, I would definitely say, is a super microfiber because that's what the Whale calls it. The difference between this and the Kingsui 2, I would say the Kingsui is a microfiber, whereas this is a super microfiber. So it's smoother, it's more tightly woven, but they both have similar speed, I would say. For me personally, I would rather use the Rizz because it's smoother. I like the way this feels on my hand. The Kingsui, because it's just regular microfiber, it has like that fluffiness to it when you're running your arm across it, so you can definitely feel it when swiping. I kind of don't like that, so the Rizz kind of fixes that for me. I would say that the Rizz, in my opinion, is the king of slow pads right now. You can't beat this. This is like a lethal gaming gear Jupiter Pro. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Like that umbrella texture where it's really slow. If you're waiting for the Jupiter Pro, you can just get this. It's the same thing, and this size is fantastic. So great job from the Whale. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you are interested in having a really slow pad in your collection for those tack shooters, or if you just struggle with tracking enemies with shaky aim. This fixes that for you. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope I was able to answer some questions that you had about the pad. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate you for watching. Peace out.